Hi, what's up? It's your girl Bailey. Back at it again. I'm kidding. Yeah, so I'm gonna be explaining. Today I got into a fight with some girl at my school. She's still in my class, sadly, but this was like 2 months ago, something. And so I'm gonna explain what happened, like, before, and I'm gonna call her Barney. She looks like Barney, and I really don't like her. And then my best friend Kudo, okay? I just made up those names because I don't feel like saying their names. So, well, my best friend is fine with it, but I just gonna call her Kudo, and the girl I fought, Barney, okay? So, it's like, I don't even know, like, maybe 2 months ago this happened, and I was in math class with my homeroom teacher, and my homeroom teacher's really rude. Like, when it comes to math, you have to be, like, straight on, like, yes, like, you know what you're doing, and you have to understand it all, and the part that makes me mad about my homeroom teacher is she goes too fast with work. She'll be, like, on the smartboard, and she'll be like, yep, write this down, and then she's 2 seconds, no, like, it's not even done yet, and I can't write it down because she goes way too fast, and I'll be like, seriously, like, you're going way too fast, and she'll be like, tell me if I'm going way too fast, and then I tell her, and she doesn't even slow down, like, she doesn't care for my opinions. But, oh well, no one likes her, so, okay, so getting onto the story now. So yeah, I was in math class, and this girl, Barney, used to be my best friend. Like, we used to be like, oh yeah, like, so close, right? And then I just started to getting, like, I don't like, not liking her anymore. Like, I didn't like the way she acted or her personality, and she talked crap about everybody. So then I started not to, like her anymore, and I was just like, I'm not gonna talk to her anymore, I'm gonna do me, and you do you, like, I don't want anything to do with you anymore. So Kudo was her best friend at the time, and me and Kudo started talking more and getting, like, I really, like, Kudo is my best friend now, and me and Kudo are, like, Kudo doesn't act like how she acts. She's just, like, overreacted. She's so extra. Barney is so extra. And so, yeah, so she's sitting there, and, like, I don't, me and Kudo are, like, best friends now, like I said, like, 5 times now. And Barney is, like, jealous or whatever. So, we're, like, sitting together in math class, doing our math, and she's staring at us, and I'm like, yes? And she's like, and then rolls her eyes and looks away. I was like, don't look at me, obviously. I'm gonna ask you, why are you looking at me? Like, I know, right? Like, you don't have to look at me, though. Yep. And then, so, she was giving me dirty looks, whatever. And then I said, what, to her, and then she just, like, rolls her eyes. And then I was like, yes, like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, I don't sit there and stare at you and roll my eyes at you. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and stare at you just to cause something. Like, I don't want drama with you. I just don't like you. Like, can you get that straight? Like, I don't like you. And then she obviously can't. And me and Kudo were sitting there talking. And then I was like, stood up. I stood up and I was like, can you stop staring at me? Like, I can feel you staring at me. Like, and she's like, how do you feel me? Like, some people do. Like, they know when people are staring at them. Like, that, I'm one of them. Like, I know when people are staring at me. Like, if I'm sitting there like this, like, I know people, like, obviously from our point of view, or our, I forget what it's called. Or peripheral vision, I can't speak, or, yeah, I know when people are, like, looking at me, and I can, like, I don't know, I can feel them, like, looking at me, like, I know. Moving on. So, yeah, so I stood up and I was like, can you stop looking at me? And she's like, she stood up, she's like, I'm not looking at you. I was like, really? Because every time I move, you're, like, I can feel you looking, and I know because it's, like, right there. And I was like, you need to stop. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't like you. And let me go facts. She's dating this guy named, never mind, she's dating a guy, and he's Asian. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just, well, I don't know, explaining him. And he's really chill. Like, I like him as a friend. Like, me and him are friends. And she's dating him, but she doesn't even like him. And she's just doing it because he's, like, one of the coolest people in my school. And she really liked him at first, and then so they were like, oh yeah, let's date, and they don't even do anything, like they don't even talk, she doesn't even talk to him, she doesn't even like him because she's told me this before, because I was her best friend, she's told me this before. So I was talking, and I was like, okay, so why didn't I go walk up to him and tell him that you don't even like him? If I'm rude, because she called me rude, so I was like, if I'm being rude, I will show you rude. Like, I will show you who's being rude now. And she was like, no, 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 don't do it. And I was like, that's what I thought. Like, stop. And then she's like, fine, I'll stop. God. And I was like, don't God me. Like, you better stop. And then I was like, she's like, fight me. I was like, okay, let's go. And then the teachers were like, stop it. And then I was like, come on, let's go in the hall. And I was all ready, and I was like, hype. And I was like, yeah, let's go. And then she wouldn't go in the hall to fight me. So I was like, then we can fight right here in the middle of class. No, 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 I'm not going to. I was like, if you don't stop, I'm about to pull your hair and freaking whip you into a wall. Like, I'm not scared. But no, she kept going on and was like, no, no, no. I was like, you just said to fight me. Like, I'm down to fight you. Like, let's go. No, she wouldn't. So then I was like, whatever, I'm not even gonna. Threw my binder and I walked away. I walked out of the classroom and I walked to the office because I had to. And then I was like, I'm not sitting in the classroom with her if she's gonna sit here and stare at me, make faces at me, and talk crap about me. Like, I'm not gonna do this. And then Kudo, since she's my best friend, she's obviously gonna tell me that Barney was talking bad about me. And I sat there with the principal and I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this. This girl is gonna get her butt whipped. Like, I swear to God. And I even told the principal that, and my principal was like, well, I don't think it's safe if you guys are in the same class anymore. I was like, you're right. I don't think it is either. And she's like, so then we might have to remove one of you. I was like, okay, please. Like, so then it's like a week later and nothing happened. Like, she stopped bugging me finally after the principal talked to her. No one got moved, but like, it was really bugging me. And then so we're in my literacy classroom because we don't have homeroom teachers. We have like a whole bunch of different classrooms that we go to. So we have no homeroom. So my math teacher is kind of our homeroom teacher because like when we're doing like academic encore or something, we go to her because I guess she's our homeroom teacher, but we don't like have homeroom teachers. Like, we don't have a homeroom. Like, we have a homeroom class, but like we're never in it. We're only in it 2 times or 3 times or 4 times. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm in my literacy classroom, and there's a shower with a bathroom right in the back of the room. So I was like, I'm like the one of the class clowns. Like, I'm so silly in class. Like, I hate class. Like, but I also get it done, and yes, I'm passing. So, and yes, I'm serious when it comes to like math, like when it tests and stuff. Like, I'm serious about that because I got 100% on my math test, on 2 of them actually, and that was one of the biggest tests we had to do. But yeah, so I passed that, and then I'm passing like music, and I get serious when it comes to my like, work in class. But like when the teachers are like letting us do whatever we want for like 5 minutes, they'll be like, okay guys, you talk, I'll be right back. Like, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, let's do it, like, blah, 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 like all silly and stuff. But when it comes to like teacher walks in, like we're done, like sorry, I keep saying that, my dad gets mad every time I say like. But everyone is silly in my class. Like, my class is not the best class, but so yeah, I go into the back of the shower, and I like go into the shower, and I have my clothes on and everything, don't worry. And then there's like, I close the door, and I was like dancing in the mirror and singing in the shower, and I was like dancing and singing in the shower, even though it wasn't on. But like, and then I saw a towel, and I was like, oh yeah, let's just put it around me and go and dance. And she's like, oh yeah, I just had a shower. So then I walked out, and I was like, oh yeah, I had a shower. Everyone's laughing, right? Because it was funny. I was joking around. And she goes, put it back and stop going in the bathroom. I was like, put it back and stop going in the bathroom. I was like, I'm okay. So I mimicked her. And then that's when she got fired, and she was like, oh my god, like, I actually, like, hate this girl. I was like, yeah, thanks, like, I hate you too, like, leave me alone. And then, so I was going to put it back anyways, but I just decided to, because she told me to, so I walked around the classroom again, and then I put it back. And then, so I walked out of the thing, and she's staring at me, and I was like, can I help you? And she's like, I don't know why you're so rude to me. I was like, I'm rude? I will be rude. And then she was like, well, you have no reason. I was like, first of all, obviously, as you can see, I'm not talking to you for a reason. We're not best friends anymore because I don't like the way you act. And I don't like your personality. And she's like, so why do you have to hate me? I was like, I don't hate you. I just don't like you and I don't want to be your friend. Like, I have the decision for that. You don't pick my friends. If I don't want to be your friend, I don't want to be your friend. Like, get that through your head. Does it go through one ear and out the other? Apparently it does now. So, yeah, so I was explaining to her why I don't want to be friends with her or anything. And so she's at the point, she's like, flipping out, her face is red, she's like so mad. And she's sitting there like shaking. I was like, oh my god. And then I sat on the counter, right? And then Kudo's right beside me. And Barney goes, she's talking about me to the kid beside her. And I was like, can you stop talking about me? Because I heard her talking about me, and I knew she was talking about me. Because I heard my name, and I was hearing what she was saying. I was like, you need to learn how to whisper. And then she was like, I don't have to whisper, you do. And I was like, why do I have to whisper? I have nothing to hide. And then I was like, I can say whatever I want. I can say my mind. Like, freedom of speech. Like, there you go. Like, and so she's mad. And then she comes up, and then she's like, fight me, fight me. I was like, I told you last time I would. And last time, you didn't even want to. So then she goes, and she pushes me off the counter. And then she grabs me and like pushes me, and I was like, oh, okay, like this girl actually wants to fight now. And she smacks me and my glasses go flying across the room. So then I grabbed her and I pulled her hair and I was like, poof, 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 right in the freaking face. And then she's like laying on the ground, and I was like, that's what you get, like, leave me alone, like, stop talking to me, like, I don't want anything to do with it. You, like, you made it to this point that I don't want anything to do with you. And then the teacher's like, she came back up and like tried to get me, and I was like, boom, I smacked her right in the freaking face. And then the teacher was like, no, stop it. And then they were like, no, yeah, like, go away. And then I walked to the office, and she's like bawling her eyes out, just sitting there laughing. And then as we get to the office, and the teacher's like, go sit in the office. I was like, no, I'm okay. And then, so at this point, she hit me first, so she smacked me and my glasses went across the room, and she pushed me twice. So then the teacher goes, it doesn't matter, you still fought her, you still hit her back. I was like, but she still hit me first. Like, they're not understanding that. And so they're like, I walked out of the school, and then I walked away, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to my grandma's house, whatever. So then I was walking there, and then the principal comes in, now get in the school now, you can't leave school property. I was like, watch me. And then I did, and then I got in trouble. But then I came back, and then, because my mom was picking me up because I got suspended. So then she was like, oh yeah, you're suspended for like a week, and you're in school suspension for 2 days, so you like, you stay home for a week, and then you go, and then you stay home for a week, and then you go to school, and you're in school suspension for 2 days. So I was like, whatever, like, I don't even care anymore. So then, yeah, so the teacher was like, I was like, I don't even care, like, leave me alone, like, I don't want to talk to you. And then the principal was like, you need to stop, like, you had no reason to. I was like, she fought me, she hit me first, so obviously I'm gonna fight back. I'm not just gonna sit there and be like, oh yeah, hit me, come on, like, I'm not gonna do that. Obviously I'm gonna fight back, like, who wouldn't? Well, I don't know if you wouldn't, but I would. And then, so yeah, so then I get home, and my mom picks me up, and then, well, she's bawling her eyes out because she's getting suspended too, but I got longer than her. My school's dumb. So yeah, I got longer than her when I got home, and I'm like ready to have the talk. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting grounded because I fought somebody. But no, my dad pulled me and sat me on the couch, and he was like, I heard what happened today, and I'm proud that you didn't do anything else. And I was like, thanks. He's like, but you're grounded for walking out of the school. I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, you're not allowed to. And I was like, yeah, I know that, but I did. And then, so he was like, yeah, but I don't care, you got in a fight, like, that's not a big deal. She was bugging you last week, so you told me about it, because I went home and I told him that this girl's bugging me. And then he was like, okay, let it be till next week and we'll see what happens. So, turns out next week we got in a fight, but I didn't get in trouble, but yeah. So, that's the end of my story. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys in a bit. I don't know.